US to allow tourist/business visa holders to apply for jobs. The US government has announced that B1/B2 visa holders are now permitted to apply for jobs and attend interviews. Additionally, laid-off immigrants with H-1B visas can change their visa status to B1/B2, business/tourist, within the first 60-day period and continue their job search. US visitors' visa interview waiting time in India decreases by 60%. The US has increased the number of officials issuing visas, opened new diplomatic missions, and partnered with other embassies to reduce wait times. The State Department aims to issue 1 million visas this year. Canada's 2023 budget proposes significant funding for immigration, including $104.3 million for citizenship, visitors, and asylum seekers, and $123.2 million to promote francophone immigration. The government has already allocated $1.6 billion over 6 years and $315 million ongoing to reach its goal of welcoming 500,000 new permanent residents annually by 2025. Additionally, $50 million will be spent to address immigration backlogs. Canada PGWP Extension 2023 is now open for new applications. Buying a home in Canada is now easier for newcomers. The Canadian government has recently made changes to the act that previously made it challenging for non-Canadians to buy residential property in the country. In addition, starting from April 1st, financial institutions can now provide tax-free savings accounts specifically for first-time home buyers. 5 new changes to Alberta Advantage immigration program announced by Danielle Smith. On April 3, Premier Danielle Smith announced 5 new changes to the Alberta Advantage immigration program that will make it simpler for in-demand foreign workers and entrepreneurs to get permanent residency. Canada's Immigration Minister Sean Fraser has announced the launch of a new pathway this summer under the Economic Mobility Pathways pilot to help employers hire skilled refugees and other displaced individuals. Ontario, Canada, is set to increase the minimum wage from $15.50 to $16.55 per hour on October 1st. This new wage will mark a 6.8% increase from the current rate, which is linked to inflation. Canada Foreign Worker Program transitioning to LMIA online portal effective April 3rd. Starting April 3, 2023, the Canada Temporary Foreign Worker Program is shifting to the LMIA online portal as the primary means of submitting LMIAs. A Canadian business or employer requires a labour market impact assessment document before recruiting a foreign worker. In January of this year, 50 immigrant entrepreneurs utilized Canada's Startup Visa program to gain permanent residency, similar to the 55 in January of 2022, as per the most recent data from IRCC. The program saw 20 entrepreneurs coming to Ontario, 15 to British Columbia, 10 to Alberta, and 5 to Manitoba. Ontario's Premier Doug Ford announced that the province will invest an additional $25 million into its provincial nominee program over the next 3 years. This investment will help manage the expected increase of skilled immigrants coming to Canada through the PNP, which is anticipated to double. Express Entry All Programmed Draw, March 29th, 7,000 candidates were invited. Manitoba PNP Draw, April 6th, 566 candidates were invited. British Columbia PNP draw, April 4, 175 candidates were invited, and PNP draw, March 30, more than 211 candidates were invited. Ontario PNP draw, April 4, 889 candidates were invited, and Ontario Entrepreneur draw, March 31, 13 candidates were invited. Quebec Arima draw, March 30, 619 candidates were invited. Alberta Express Entry draw, March 30, 150 candidates were invited. Prince Edward Island PNP draw, March 30, 113 candidates were invited. That's it from this week. You can ask your concerns or questions in comments or contact us for inquiry.